Hello children, welcome back to Environmental Studies class. We are starting with our chapter number 11, that is Sunita in Space, and this is the first part of this chapter. Moving on, what do you think the Earth looks like? Well, many of us think about it, but we know that Earth is in sphere shape and it looks like this somewhat what it is being shown in the picture here. And what is globe? Globe is a little model of the Earth which actually shows that how Earth looks. So it is an actual tiny little model of the Earth. Earth is spherical in shape and it rotates on its axis and revolves around the sun. So what is space? We are going to study, as the chapter name of the chapter is Sunita in Space. So we are going to study about space here. So space is a zone above and around our planet, that is our Earth, where there is no air to breathe, there is no air, no light to scatter. That means light does not, it is all dark, light does not scatter. Space is vacuum, but it is far from empty. That means sound, vacuum means the sound also does not travel. So there is no air, no light, no sound travels into the space. So is it empty? No, it is not empty. It is consists of so many things. What does our space have? Our space has solar system, which has the family of the solar system is the family of the sun, and sun is the head of the family, and there are 8 planets revolving around the sun in a fixed path known as orbit. So it has solar system, it has various planets, and planets have their satellites. Space have these galaxies with all the types of stars and everything. It also have artificial satellites. So all this is there in the space. These are the things which are known to human beings, that they exist in the space. There are also so many things in the space still human beings don't know about. Who is an astronaut? Well, Sunita Williams was an astronaut, but who astronaut actually is? An astronaut or a cosmonaut is a person trained by a human spaceflight program to command, pilot, or serve as a crew member in the spacecraft. A person who simply goes into the space to travel, to research, to find new things to study is known as astronaut. An astronaut can be a can be a pilot. To serve as a crew member, he or she can go to serve as a crew member. Astronaut can be a scientist who gets training in a spaceflight program in order to go into space and live there and for some time and do their research. Although generally reserved for professional space travelers, the terms are sometimes applied to anyone who travels into space, including scientists, politicians, journalists, and even tourists. Yes, tourists also travel space. So some famous astronauts are: first human in space was Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin. Then first woman in space was Valentina. And the first man who kept his stepped his foot onto the moon was Neil Armstrong. These are some of the famous astronauts. Moving on to Indian astronauts. The first Indian in space was Indian Air Force pilot Rakesh Sharma. Then the first Indian woman in space was Kalpana Chawla, and the second Indian woman in space was Sunita Williams. This is the chapter all about Sunita Williams. So these are some of the famous astronauts known to travel into the spaces and conduct research. How astronauts travel to space? Well, there is a vehicle required for them to travel into space, and that is known as spacecraft. All astronauts that go to and from the space, that means they go to and come back from the space, use a spacecraft to do so. A spacecraft is a vehicle or a machine designed specially to fly in the outer space, a type of artificial satellite. So spacecraft are used for a variety of purposes, including communications, Earth observations, and to navigate, to space colonization, transportation of humans and cargo. So spacecraft takes human there into the space and then bring them back. Also, if somebody is working on an international space station, spacecraft also take those people there into those people, and also they take various good and food items also in order to transport there. Even fuel is also sometimes sent by the spacecraft itself to be given in International Space Station. What is an International Space Station? I was just explaining. An International Space Station is a large spacecraft. Its orbit around the Earth. It is going around the Earth. It is a home where astronauts live. Well, the space station is also a science lab. Why the astronauts need to live in the space station? Because they are performing various experiments. It is a science lab of space. Many countries work together to build it. It has taken some time to build, and it was built piece by piece. They also work together to use it also. The space station orbit is approximately 250 miles above Earth. That means it is away from the Earth by 250 miles, and in same distance it is orbiting our Earth. NASA uses the station to learn about living and working in space. That how a human being who is habitual of living on the Earth can live on the space and survive on the space, and how they can work on the space station, do all these kinds of research. These lessons will help NASA explore space. The first crew arrived on November 2, 2000. So I told you just that it was built piece by piece by piece. So when it was being built in 2000, it was built to such extent that the first crew can go and work. So they started in 2000. They started going on to the space station, and people have lived on the space station ever since. That means it has never been empty. Always there are 2 to 3 person or teams are always there living. Over the time, more pieces have been added, and NASA and its partners around the world finished the space station in 2011. That means 9 years from now on, it was finished. 9 years ago it was finished, and it was started building in 1998, and it was finished for the crew to be work upon in 2000, and then it took 11 years to complete it. People have lived in space every day since the year 2000. The space station labs are where crew members do research. These research they do on the space station could not be done on Earth. So study of scientists involves that what happens to people when they live in space. NASA has learned how to keep spacecraft working for a long time. These lessons will be important in the future. NASA has planned to send humans deeper into space than ever before. The space station is one of the first steps. NASA will use the lessons from the space station to get astronauts ready for the journey ahead. So space station is the first step only from a distance of 250 miles from the Earth, where they are learning the space. Now they will be learning and doing more research for the future in order to go ahead in the space and get to know the unknown things into the space. So the space station is all about performing, doing research, and studying more about the space, and why they have to be in space and study, because these studies cannot be done while being on the Earth. Earth is so far away from the Earth is Earth has limited options to reach to the space. So it is a spacecraft through which they travel into the space, and then after traveling into the space, they live into the space for some days. Those are called space missions. And after living into the space, they read, study, research about space, and give us knowledge every single day. Whatever the scientists find out every single day is a new thing they find out in the space by studying it. So these are the pictures of a space station. The very first picture you see here is the space station. So you can see there are so many panels and pieces. So it is such a big station that people could live, and from one end to other end they can go, and this is how the space station looks like. So it is the brightest object in the sky. And pictures here are members of the 17th crew to live aboard the space station. As you can see, they are upside down. They cannot sit or stand properly they just float into the space station. Also, as you can see, the astronauts are working in space suits to help build the space station. Now, in first slide, I told you that space does not have any kind of air. So that means there is no oxygen also. So in order to have the supply of the oxygen, astronauts wear these special space suits, and this space suit is attached to various equipments there are various equipments in their space suit, including oxygen cylinders, so that they can breathe properly. Also, they cannot just take oxygen cylinders with them on the shoulders and go out and breathe, because the atmosphere is not always okay into the space, it is some kind of very different as what we experience on the earth. So in order to protect their body and their physique, they wear these special suits known as space suits, and they are working outside the space station, because space station has been built and finished in 2011, but still some parts, some things need to be changed and require repairs and everything. So this is all the work of astronauts to be done. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is the end of part 1 of your chapter number 11, Sunita in Space. I will be coming with part 2 with more interesting facts about space and what Sunita Williams' life was and how she became astronaut. We are all going to discuss this in part number 2. Till then, please take care of yourself and be safe.